lady and my daughter to go see the Jurassic Quest. Fast forward later on in the night, I was looking for some boxing. I forgot, I almost forgot that we had some boxing on the night. We had Rolly Romero versus Isaac Pitbull Cruz, and we had Fundora, the 6'5" welterweight. Well, yeah, welterweight versus Tim Tszyu, and the winner of that fight earlier in the week, Earl Spence said he's making his return, and he said he wants the winner of that. Going off the card, this card, man, just a prediction. I said that Isaac will win this. I said he'd knock out Rolly. I honestly thought he had knocked him out earlier, but it looked like he was trying to entertain the fans a little bit. He got the loading up on his punches like I expected him to. Round one, he had Romero all over the ring, just legs, stanky leg, all over the whole fucking ring. Trash. Legs is weak. Romero is not a good boxer. I don't know how many times I gotta say this. He's overrated. I think he's beat a lot of people that you never heard of. That I guess they gave him a belt, but for him to even have a belt going into this fight was crazy to me, and I knew that he'd end up losing. This fight went 8 rounds, and I don't think he won a single round. Isaac Cruz is a dog. He likes to put pressure on fighters. He's looking for that overhand right to pop you right on top of your head. Some of them punches going, with them being 5'4", hitting you right here in your forehead. He punched Dan Romero in his damn forehead like 30, 40 times. Punched him on the side of his head, punching left or right. All Rolly was doing was really trying to hold him. He was trying to hold him the whole fight. The ref took points away from him. That's when you know you're getting your ass whooped. If the ref start taking points away from you from holding, you're losing the fight, man. Just throw in the towel. Give it up. But he had a belt somehow. Anyways, fast forward, I want to say round 8, he finally took him out. The ref had him looking all crazy up in the ropes. My man's looking at the crowd. They going crazy, just laughing at this dumbass. As far as Rolly Romero's boxing career goes, I really think he just needs to calm down on all the trash talking and get in the lab and focus on his craft. That's all it comes down to. You can't keep on talking all this shit, then get in the ring and expect people just to crumble down to you. He made a little necklace and had Isaac Cruz face on it and had him like with the gremlin ears, like talking shit about him. This dude is a full-blown Mexican. They don't do too well with people talking shit about him. So he went in there and kicked his ass. So salute to Isaac Cruz, man. I don't know who you want to fight next at 140. I know in the post fight he said he'll fight anybody in the 140, whoever wants smoke with him. I don't know if Tank want to fight him and give him that rematch again. I think that'll bring in a lot of money. As far as the main event goes, this was a fight I was not expecting. I thought Tim Tszyu was going to win this fight. After I heard that Spence was calling out the winner of this fight, I was like, you know what? Tim versus Errol Spence would be a dope fight. Didn't go that way. Tszyu was putting some heat on Fundora. For him to be 6'5", he walks into a lot of punches. He doesn't use his range how he should as a fighter. With him being 6'5" and having an 80-inch reach, keep your hands out, man. Like, stop trying to engage into a brawl. And that's what he kept on doing with Tim Tszyu. You kept on trying to engage into a brawl. The only thing that happened was that second round, the third round, Fundora was trying to like step back a little bit, and he got them skinny ass elbows. Tim ran right into it, put a big old gash in his head. I know y'all seen the video. Big old gash in his head. He got the leaky baby. The whole fight, he couldn't stop the bleeding. And I'm pretty sure that messed with his vision, because that's what he said at the end of the fight. Fundora pulled off a big upset. I want to say it was plus 400. He was a plus 400 underdog going into this fight. So to pull that upset off, that shook up that division right there. That's Tim Tszyu's first loss. I know it sucks because, like I said, it was an injury. I wouldn't say foul play because he ran into his forearm. It's not like he didn't elbow him or come across with an elbow. No, he ran into an elbow. Shit happens like that in boxing. He was able to pull off the fight. At times, I thought that he was gonna still knock out Fundora, but he held his own, man. As the fight went on, he started realizing, dog, I got an 80-inch reach. Let me just use my range, piece him up a little bit. He can't see out the left side. Keep on piecing him up on the left side. And that's exactly what he did. The numbers were still very close, but they gave the fight to Fundora. So salute to him. After the fight, my boy Spence Jr. came in there and said that he's back. He wants the winner. So, hey, let's see if they set it up, man. I think this would be a big fight for Spence. And with 2 belts to be on the line, that'll put him right back into the rankings. I know Bud was on Twitter saying, like, dog, you got to work your way back up and all that. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. I want to see my boy Spence do great, man. I said he took his first loss. Tim Tszyu took his first loss. A lot of it's always you're gonna lose in boxing. I don't know where in boxing did we finally just say, you know what? If you take a loss, you're done. That's what most people say. If you lose one time, but then they forget about all of our greats. Ali, the only person that people stuck on now is Floyd. That's who I blame it on. Just like how we blame Curry in basketball for the 3-point shot, for everybody want to shoot threes. Everybody in boxing thinks that if you're undefeated, if you lose one time, that you're done. So be like Floyd, avoid all the big fights, and you got to retire undefeated. That's not how boxing goes. You're gonna take a loss when you fight against somebody greater. That's all it comes down to. So as far as the fights go, man, I'm glad to see that Fundora got that win, because after that last fight with Mendoza, he knocked the sparks out his ass, but he bounced back and beat a top guy up in the division. So I'm looking forward to Spence versus Fundora, maybe sometime in the summer. That's all I got for boxing this week. Like, share, subscribe to the Meet You from the Midwest podcast. I have 99 subscribers. There is no way I shouldn't have 100 subscribers by now. Just one more subscriber. Get me right. Catch y'all.